What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about a strategy to trade the aftermarket and the pre-market hours. So if you've been to the channel before, thanks for watching my videos. I appreciate it. Now the thing about this strategy is if you're on Robinhood, you're not going to be able to do it. It takes advantage of the aftermarket hours as well as the pre-market hours, and Robinhood only gives you access to a fraction of the total trading time that you can participate. So with Webull, it's way better. Ditch Robinhood, go to Webull. Webull rocks. You can trade, I believe it's 4 a.m. Maybe it's 4 a.m. Eastern time. I think it's 5 my time, but during pre-market. And you can also trade up until 7 p.m. my time, which would be like 8 Eastern. So anyway, it's awesome because you can trade when the markets are closed. A lot of the hedge funds and Wall Street traders are not participating, and you can take advantage of price swings by buying in the after hours and selling in the pre-market, which is technically considered a swing trade, even though you're not holding for a full 24 hours. Since it's the next calendar day, it counts as a swing trade. So this is a great strategy in my opinion to help grow a small account if you can't do unlimited day trades because you're under the pattern day trading rule. You have less than 25,000, which, let's be honest, is most of the traders that are watching these videos and trying to learn how to trade. You're probably starting a small account, so you can't day trade like you want to. If you pass the day trading rule, you lock your account up, which is garbage. So this strategy is good in my opinion to help get a profitable, easy trade every day and not be stuck not being able to trade because you already did your 3-day trades and you got to wait till next week or whatever the case is. So anyway, let's get into it. The top 3 stocks on this list are 3 trades that I did this week with this strategy. The bottom 3 are ones that I'm looking at. Really, the last one at the bottom is the one I'm really looking at. So anyway, let's go to APHI. I did make some notes on this. So let's look at the notes. So about 60 shares of HPI. So I bought is what I was supposed to say because Google did not do a good job of listening to me trying to do the voice to text, whatever. But anyway, so I bought 60 shares of AHPI on 7/19 just before the close of after hours trading. Sold before the following morning in the pre-market. Bought 60 shares at $7 average price and sold at $7.36. So I made a 36 cents gain on the, basically it's a scalp because I was in and out. So a 36-cent scalp is a pretty damn good scalp because you think of a scalp being a slice like 1-2 cents. No, this was a 36 cent. Kind of punched the stock when it jumped up in the morning. I'm sure $2-3 would be better, but whatever. So it had been going up all week and it got up to almost $10. Did fall back. So I felt like it had a potential to bounce, which it did. Sold the next morning and made money immediately. Filled at the open of the pre-market trading. Took my money before I even woke up. So easy, guys. So let's go to that day. 19th. This was 23rd. So nope. Where was it? My bad guys, my bad, just bear with me. This is where I saw it. Look, it went up, bounced off the VWAP here, went up all the way up over 10, and then fell back. So, being that it did fall back after really being up all week, I felt like I had a good chance to bounce in the pre-market, so it's exactly what happened. See this line right here is where the after hours ended and the pre-market begins. So next morning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row. I got in around here, $7, and sold. I set my limit order to get out at 7.36. Actually, I didn't set a limit order on this one. I should have. It was pretty stupid because I got all the way to 7.78 and then dropped back down somewhere in here. I don't know. I woke up next morning, I saw it was green. I was like, oh shit, sold it, took my profit. should have set a limit. Doing the strategy after this one, I set a limit the next trade I do going forward after that. So bought it night before, set a limit next morning, so that way it sells immediately. So anyway, my bad. So I went ahead and took this one, made a nice trade. I don't remember what it was, about 50 bucks in profit. So no, this was the one I did next. CEMI. Look at the notes. And again, guys, like I said, this is just for educational, entertainment purposes. Any strategy that you feel like would work, do it. Don't listen to me. But what I do recommend is to paper trade. I think that's financial advice everybody should listen to. Paper trade if you want to trade. Practice it. Don't just jump in with real money, because you know, to be honest, you know, even Tom Brady still practices. Okay, you're never so good you don't need to practice. So I make my trades, and if there's something I want to trade, but I've got my money tied up, I paper trade it because I want to trade. And if I don't paper trade, then sometimes I'm not trading. So I'll use Webull, I'll go to paper trading, I'll find a stock I like, and I'll practice on it. So practice. If there's a strategy you like, you're not sure if you want to implement it yet, don't waste your money. Practice it, paper trade, and even if you are trading it, you know, continue to paper trade it so that you can refine it, learn from it, get better from it. So anyway, on this one, I bought 133 shares on the 21st at 509 the night before. Bought a little bit early, should have waited, but I was like, no, this one's definitely going to do good. I was right. And right after the after hours closed, I set my limit for $6 the next morning, so it's 91 cents. Nice gain. I could have made more, but I don't care. And if you think that I cut out early, oh well, kiss my ass, because I made a good trade on that. 133 shares, made over 130 bucks, or right around 130 bucks, whatever. Being the 91 cents. And so yeah, I thought it only dropped slightly after having a good day, and I did expect there to be FOMO seeing the gains I had in the day, and that's exactly right. Next morning, before I even woke up, I had made some money. So go back here, CMI, here we go, guys. So I bought it early, like I said, got it around here, 509. Should have waited. If it had gone down some more, I would have got even, you know, better. But so I felt like it had the ability to get back up close to 7, so I set my limit at 6, and it got to 637. If I set it for 7, being greedy, I would have gotten screwed. Would have had to wait all day to get out. It would have been freaking out, especially because I would have been down. So it's not what I did. I set it for 6 because I thought I could get to 7, and took my less than $1 gain, shot up. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in a row green. So again, before I woke up, I made some money, and this was a good setup. I like this one. Had lots of volume here, had a good day, and then after hours it did drop some, but I felt like people would see it in the after hours and want to get in on the action next morning, push the price up, and that's exactly what happened. So, and don't look at that position there. I bought back in being greedy, and it's not doing good. So, whatever. Now, Socket, this one had really good earnings, and had earnings after hours. Shot up big, over 100% or something like that. Yeah, it was like 110% after hours. Obviously, this one with a primo setup was going to do good, and so I got in around here and set my limit to sell. So let's look at the notes, see how I did, because I can't really remember. So about 200 shares I bought on the 22nd at 10.39. Sold in the pre-market at 10.90, so made 51 cents. Again, this is not something you're going to make a bunch of dollars on. This is a scalp. So 51 cents, as far as I'm concerned, for a scalp is great. And I had 200 shares, so I still ended up making over 100 bucks. So kiss my ass if you got a problem with it. So anyway, this one I thought was great because obviously had a lot of momentum off the earnings. People getting off work are not really able to trade right away, and they look at things while they're eating dinner, see what happened in the day so they can plan their trade the next day. They're looking at this stock that had great earnings, shot up big time, and they're like, I'm going to get on that. So when I set my order to sell, I got filled on the first 5-minute candle because it got up to $12.20. So I set mine to sell at 10.90 because I thought I could get to 11. So I set it a little bit lower because I didn't want to risk being stuck with it. Now, would I have been? Probably not, because this thing shot up big time, but I didn't want to risk it because earnings are crazy. So I set it to sell. It got up to 15. That's great. Anybody from Robinhood that bought in their little pre-market was buying in below the top, thinking it would go up. And instead, they got screwed because it fell in half today. So that's why I don't screw around with earnings, and that's why I set my limit. I don't get greedy. Get in, get out. And a little bit bigger order. It's a higher price stock, about 200 shares, but still doable. On an account less than 25,000 is doable, and you can grow your account this way if it's something that sounds like you would like to try. Again, paper trade it. Don't follow me. Do your own thing. So, but yeah. So here we go, guys. Let's get into the stocks I'm looking at. This is actually the second time I did this video, so after looking at it and talking about it again, I feel like these two stocks are not as good as I originally thought, because they're kind of cheap. Now this one maybe because it's, even in after hours, it's near its after hour high, so it could spike up. But then again, all the assholes that built this thing up right here might be ready to dump it in the morning. So I'll end up getting caught with my own strategy. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to get in this one or not. But it had... what was the news? Oh yeah, Wells Fargo gave it a good price target of $14. Which, what the hell do they know? They're just trying to pump and dump themselves. So, especially Seeking Alpha. I don't know. This one's risky, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Screw those guys, but I don't know. I might. I don't know yet. We'll see. This one here. Any news? Nope. And it's up. It's up 13, almost 14% intraday. It's up almost 9% after hours. It's a cheap stock. It did trend back down some, so there's a good chance it could pop, but it's got a small float, so it could easily spike hard. Probably the only reason it is going up is because the float's so small, because there's no news here, guys. This is no reason for it to go up. So either the news is coming or it's a trap. I don't know, but whatever. I'm probably going to steer clear of this one. Just because the float's so small, it can go up fast, it can go down just as fast. So, gotta be careful, make sure you're looking for the right ones, guys. Now, in my opinion, this is the winner. This is the primo setup for what I'm looking for. Up all day today. I mean, look, 250% up today. And after hours, it did not drop off. Up another 23%. Up to 360. It's back down now to 323. But look, guys, it's up and it's holding. And when people get off work and they're looking over the weekend to try to find what they can trade for the next week, everyone's going to see this. Okay, free float is 21.8 million. Bottom left right there, you can see it right above the after hours numbers, 21.18. And up there by the top right, volume is 117 million, guys. Almost 6 times the float. This is nuts. And it didn't drop off. You have a stock go up 100, 200%. Those are the stocks that people look to short. Because they're like, oh, it's gone up triple digits. It's definitely going down. Now, some shorts probably got burned on this one because it didn't go down. It just kept running all day, you know. So I'm thinking this is definitely going to be on the radar for some traders. It could do another 200-300%, could do another 100%, but it's going to do something right out of the pre-market, in my opinion. So I'm thinking this is the one I'm going to buy, maybe 200-300 shares. A few minutes before the close of aftermarket, so I got about an hour. Because in my time it closes at 7, so I'm sitting at 5:40, probably about an hour and 10 minutes. I'm going to put in my buy order. Now, again, the aftermarket hours are less volume, except for this beast. This is ridiculous. Okay, look, 500,000, 500,000. This thing's doing hundreds of thousands at least every 5-minute candle. You know, so, 58,000, that's a low one. No, but honestly, guys, there's some stocks that don't do this in a week, and it's doing it every 5 minutes in the after hours when no one's trading, when the markets are closed. Very few people can trade. Robinhood can't even trade right now. And then these kinds of numbers are happening. So, definitely going to be on everyone's radar. Probably Reddit, probably Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You're going to see people talking about this one over the weekend. So I think it's a no-brainer. In the pre-market, it should spike up. I'm going to have an order put in. I'm going to set my limit order maybe 50 cents or $1 or something like that above what I buy in at. So that way, as soon as the market opens, that spike comes in, I'm out. If this thing goes to 50, I'll be pissed. But what can you do? It's too risky to really try to hold these things. Now, you can take some profit and leave a few shares on. You know, if you buy 1,000 or something like this and you think that, you know, let me take profit and leave some in there because it could get to, who knows, 10, 20. This one had some good news. This one was some kind of UTI news, treatment, upbeat news from the FDA, blah, blah, blah. But the main thing is that it did not fall. It shot up over 100% and kept going. 200% kept going. After hours, still going. This thing has legs, so I think that it's a good overnight trade. Pre-market's going to jump, and I'm going to sell quick. Like I said, if you were to buy, like, say, 1,000 shares and you sold 900, left 100 on to let it run, see what happens, and then it shot to 20. There you go. Make a really nice gain, locked in profits. And if you did sell, you know, 900 shares and made $1, and that last 100 shares dropped, you would still be good. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm just going to buy some, sell it in the morning, Monday morning, make some money, and yeah, I think this one's going to work out great, guys. So hopefully it drops a little more because it's still at 309. Maybe 275 would be great, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking at this one. So if you're still here, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. You guys have any questions? Let me know what your favorite strategy is. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. Talk to you later.